Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. So we are at the bottom of the gorge. This will be the way leading to the, I guess, the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. Here I like this little NPC here that just says Lady Yokin used to be a crusader that, basically she was a crusader turned summoner. I don't know, I found that very interesting. I don't know if I ever caught that before, but... anyways, there's the rusty sword. That is an item that we will need in order to get Orin's celestial weapon. And here is Durin. Durin is one of the kind of semi-interesting characters in the game that is a blitzball player that will disappear from the game at a certain point. And, he's kind of technically like a missable character, right? And if you don't, recruit him early enough, you'll lose him forever. He's terrible as a blitzball player, but for OCD type purposes here, I actually did hire him, and I actually also brought, I used tech copy or tech find a couple of times to learn high risk anti-drain and anti-drain 2. Now, I didn't learn those myself. What I did was I hired him, did, basically just 3 matches and learned or had tech or used tech find on him 3 times to open up those slots. And then I let another team hire him. And yeah, so then I just played a couple of like exhibition games in order to, get him to learn those abilities. And then I rehired him. That's really the only, you can learn high risk, sure. That's a rank to, or like a, whatever, second place, I should say, league prize. But very, very rare, and that's not the best way to learn that. And then on top of that, you can't, tech copy anti-drain. You can actually technically learn anti-drain 2 as a reward for, I think it's one of the tournament rewards. But, I think it's just easier to have the AI teach it.
Faith is inside, as are the fiends.
Hey, this where...
Where? What?
The summoner I guarded on my first pilgrimage died here. Yuna, let's go. The faith awaits.
All right, so I just realized that I didn't really get to take advantage of the no encounters armor that I made for very long. I guess I did. It actually was kind of nice to have it for later. But I ended up farming inside the cave here for a little while to try to capture it. And I actually did end up getting even more armor with no encounters on it. So it's kind of funny. I don't know. Again, I think that when I was stealing there in Bavel to make that armor early, I suppose it was more honestly, just to see if I could. And then, but yeah, definitely. Again, in hindsight now, it feels pretty bad, right? Because it was just I got so little use out of it that yeah, it felt a little lame. I mean, honestly, it was really just a little bit of time there or in the Calmlands that I got to use that. Now, that said, I do, end up using that again a little bit later. But, the problem is right now I wanted to start capturing, and so it just doesn't really make sense that, we're coming through these areas anyway. And so, it didn't really make that much sense to turn all of the encounters off. Though I say that, but kind of I think the next area, that's actually kind of exactly what I do. I think mostly because I don't know. Chopping up these videos. What I did there for a little while was to, kind of cut out all of the footage of, or a lot of the footage for the random encounters because, after a certain point, they're not really interesting. I suppose like the first time that you run into an enemy, sure, okay, that kind of makes sense. But after that, it gets to be a little, I don't. It's just lame. And so I guess at the very least, I will say that. For instance, on my Mount Gagazet, like the pathway through there, I think I left that armor on, and so, I didn't really have footage. At least I don't think of really any of the enemies there, and honestly, I kind of like it. I did something similar, I think, with my Final Fantasy VI playthrough where. I was trying to specifically not get into encounters, and the problem with going that route, I guess, without getting too far into it, was there was just like a lot of resets and stuff, and it just ended up being I don't know. I didn't really like watching it like that, and so I just figured, okay, well, we'll cut all that stuff out. The problem is that's extremely time consuming when it comes to actually editing the videos, and so yeah, so I mean even here in 10, I did that a little bit, especially on Beacon Hill Island, and it just gets old.
What's a faith doing in a place like this?
Don't ask me.
They say it was stolen from a temple long ago.
Huh?
With no faith, summoners cannot train. Without training, they cannot call the final Aeon. Without the final Aeon, they cannot defeat sin. That is why.
'Cause then the summoner won't die.
That must be what the thief was thinking.
I kind of agree with him.
Yeah, solid theory. Take the faith, and that way the summoners can't, get the Aeon, and thus can't, or won't have to, or yeah, I guess won't be able to face sin. Seems legit. Seems like a legit strategy. But all right, so also yeah, this spot specifically here, I usually farm the Tonberry here. Tonberry is pretty rare and actually really only appears in the areas where it's like lighted, right, or like lit. The cave's got basically, lit areas and unlit areas, and some of the enemies don't appear in the unlit areas, and vice versa. So I guess just keep that in mind if you're actually hunting or trying to capture, the different monsters here. Yeah, so I usually hang out in that room up there just because it's fairly large, and it's again it's lit. So I usually just run circles around that room when I'm trying to capture my Tonberries. It was one of the, I think actually both. So there's the Tonberry here, and then there's actually another Tonberry. I think later. Do I have that right? Is that right? That seems weird. Anyways, all right. So here's the ghost. Those are the ones that will sometimes drop the no encounters armor, I should say. And my recommendation is to actually capture, one, or I suppose however many you want to capture. But then if you actually want to farm the armor, it's actually just better to go back to the monster arena and just fight the ghosts over and over. Because once you've captured your first one, then you're able to fight them, back to back in the arena. There's a fortune sphere, very, very rare. I don't know if I've brought that up much. It's a shame too how rare those are. we'll end up, in order to stat max, we'll have to farm the Earth Eater, which I believe I've brought up before. But God, I'm actually, ironically, as I'm doing this video now, I'm farming Earth Eaters. But man, it's just time consuming. I really question why they specifically made the fortune spheres so difficult to get. Had they added distillers for that, it wouldn't be so bad. But God, it's just horrid. The process is just, yeah, it's really bad. But anyways, yes, we got one there. But yeah, anyways, back to the Tonberry. Let me just see here. So there's the Tonberry. Let's see here, Cavern of the Stormling Faith. Yep, Tonberry's here. And then where is Omega Master Tonberry? Yeah, that's why. Okay. So the ones inside here are just called Tonberry, and then there's another version later in the Omega Ruins called the Master Tonberry. And both versions of the Tonberry are super rare. They're very hard to find, and so be prepared if you're going to be capturing, or if you want to capture every fiend, which why wouldn't you, right? We're completionists here. That's what we do. You'll be spending a lot of time trying to hunt them down. But all right, so saving here, and we've got a boss battle, I believe, coming up.
Pat, another Guado fiend?
No, an unsent.
It is. It's you, is it not, Lady Ginham? Forgive me. I was too young. There is no human left in you now, is there? Very well then. Allow me to perform my last duty to you. My last as your guardian.
Wow, yeah, that is pretty sad. So this is the the summoner that Lulu obviously guarded initially, or her first one, and obviously honestly, she must have died here, which is kind of weird that she made it all the way in to get. I'm assuming, I'm taking this to mean that she actually got a Yojimbo because she is summoning him now. So apparently, Yojimbo, not enough, or not awesome enough to prevent his summoner from being killed. But I also like her. She has some like weird powers that makes it so that she can't be sent. So that was kind of interesting too. But, all right, so anyways, Yojimbo, not too difficult. I think I stomped him pretty good. I took a little cut here in my video. I don't know what happened there. Huh, weird. Yeah, weird. But, yeah, I don't know. As far as strategy here, I don't know. Just wreck this guy. He's honestly pretty easy. I suppose you could summon, Aeons, I suppose, if you wanted to. It's not, usually a good idea if you kind of want to cheese some of the fights, right? Is to just have the Aeons have their overdrives all like ready, and then just summon them in and blow their overdrive. Although at this point now, I'm actually doing really good damage too, and I mean, I suppose you're probably what's his name will still probably do really really good damage, Bahamut. But yeah, I mean, I'm almost hitting 9,999. I mean, yeah, look at that 8.5k with Titus. So, but you know that's also a lot of farming in Bavel. I guess got him to that point.
Strange. I thought it would be sadder somehow. Maybe I've gotten used to farewells.
You're stronger now.
Waka, I hope you're right. Yuna, the faith is inside. Go do what you came to do.
All right. No rewards, no AP. What's up with that? No items. Jeez. You gotta stop. Gotta stop fighting poor summoners, I guess. All right, so we'll need to teleport over to the left-hand side here, and that teleports us into an area with some chests. A little bit like the what was that? The Via Purifico or whatever, where you know Yuna started out there by herself, and you know again similar deal there where we have to teleport through the wall. Although I suppose yeah now it's a little different. We're literally teleporting all the way through a wall instead of just some metal bars. But all right, and then we'll teleport same deal over into the right hand side where there are a couple more chests. So here's an MP sphere. And what else? Oh, 2 X potions. I don't know. I guess that's okay. But all right, so then we'll just teleport back. What do we have left here? And why am I just standing around all the time? What is going on here? What are we doing? What am I doing with my life? Okay. You know, I feel like I should have put this earlier on in the video, but you need right around at minimum of 200,000 gil in order to hire Yojimbo. I went with like 600 something in order to get the teleport spheres as well. But again, you know, if you don't have that much, I suppose right now, well, you know, get to farming and yeah, spend some time down. You know, probably if you're capturing, you'll be able to, you know, rack up some cash pretty quickly.
I am the blade of vengeance. They dare only whisper my name. Yojimbo. Summoner, I ask you, what do you want of me?
Okay, so we want to pick here to defeat the most powerful of enemies. That affects his Zanmoto ability. Basically, it makes it so that it's more likely to happen, I believe, on bosses. But the other kind of catch here with Yojimbo is his asking price. And what you want to do here is for, I think is it 2 or 3 steps in a row, you offer him 1 gil more than half of his asking price. So again, for that first time was what, 125,000. I didn't catch what that was. Let's just see here. And then he changes his asking price down to 225. And then I think we'll do that one more time. Yeah, so 125,001 gil. And then we bump that down to 112,501. Yeah, so 112,501 gil. We'll make that offer, and then this is his last asking price of 202 or 202,500. And what I'm going to do here is actually triple that. And because if at any time you triple his asking price, not only do you get to hire Yojimbo, but you also, or he'll also give you 2 teleport spheres. That's very expensive for 2 teleport spheres, but I always like to throw that in there just to show you that you can do that. So, what's that going to be? 606. Actually, more than that. No, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to do the math real. I can't do it. I'm incapable. Can't do that math that quick. But like 607,500 would be my guess, right? Let's see if I got it right here. Boom. Yeah. What do you know? 607,500.
You alone realize my true value. You are a master worth serving. My sword shall guard you on your journey, summoner.
All right, so there we've got it. Yojimbo. I'll be honest, I think that I dislike Yojimbo just in general. It's funny, he has such a badass quote. I mean, I am the blade of vengeance, they dare only whisper my name. Yeesh, Jesus, I love it. I love it. Very, very badass. And I mean, also, he does have Zanmodo, right, which literally kills anything in the game, but I rarely use Yojimbo. I think that yeah, I mean in most cases the other Aeons will be better. But whatever. We got to get them all. We got to catch them all. So but yeah, all right, anyways, we're coming up on the end of this one. I think I just saved and just kind of ended it, but as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.